We will start today's practice in downward facing dog. So I'll be flowing through with you. So just taking your time in downward facing dog to extend out through the heels. To find a little length through the legs, the hamstrings. To center and ground into the breath. And then when you're ready, you can find stillness in downward facing dog. There's a soft bend in the knees, the buttocks lifted high, the chest close towards the thighs, spreading the fingers wide, and a little external rotation of the shoulders. Relaxing the head, the jaw, the tongue. You can close the eyes for a moment. Taking a couple more intentional breaths as you find length and depth, and connect to your center. And then you'll slowly just begin to roll high up onto the toes, lifting the heels, keeping the chest close towards the thighs. Let's begin to spread the buttocks wide, staying as high as you can up on the toes. And then as you exhale, you can begin to drop the heels down once again, close towards the earth. You begin to walk the hands back towards the feet. You can come into ragdoll, hands to elbows. Chest drops over top of thighs, crown of the head towards the floor. You can begin to sway a little side to side, plugging down through the big toes, little toes, and slightly shifting that weight forward. And then you can pause at center. You can begin to bend the knees a little bit more. Release the hands from the elbows and then sweep the hands up. Rising up, bringing the palms to meet. And then exhale, bring the palms of the hands to the heart space. Take a deep breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale, sweep the hands up, gaze up, bring the palms to touch. Little mini back bend if you like. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana, hands to shins, shoulders draw back towards hips. Exhale, plant the hands, walk it out, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high up onto the tiptoes, keep the buttocks high, chest close to the thighs. And then exhale, drop those heels down. We'll do two more like that. Inhale, high up onto the toes. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, high up. Exhale, down. Firm down through those heels. Next, inhale, right leg goes high, three-legged dog. Lift through those toes. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose and round. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee in, round. Last one, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee in, draw it in, then lightly plant that foot between the hands, top of the mat. Let's extend out through that heel so you can walk that big toe mound back a little, drop that left hip flex, and then peel the chest up off the thigh. Shoulders back, left glute is engaged. And then exhale, right hands come down, left foot steps forward, and then fold forward. Inhale again, bend the knees, sweep the hands up. Exhale, palms of the hands to heart space. Deep breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Gaze up, little mini back bend. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, plant both hands, both feet back to your plank. Inhale. On your exhale, slowly lowering down. Use the knees if you need. Inhale, cobra pose, lift up, press through the tops of the feet, lift through the chest. Exhale, come down. Two more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rising, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Tuck the toes, push through the knees, push up, downward facing dog. One full breath in, rise high up onto the toes. Complete breath out, heels down towards the floor. Left leg goes high, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee in towards the nose and round. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee in towards the nose and round. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee in, round, draw it forward, step forward. Right hip flexor draws down. Good. Draw the chest up, lift the belly up off that thigh, shoulders back. And then exhale, bring those hands forward, right foot steps forward and fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands up. Exhale, palms of the hands to heart space. One deep breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to plank, step or float. Lower through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Ardha Mukha, downward facing dog. One breath to settle in. Complete breath to ground out. Right leg goes high. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round, and then lightly step that foot forward between the hands. Extend that left heel back. Once again, drop that left hip flexor. Then begin to peel that chest up off of the thigh. Reaching up through those fingertips, dropping the shoulders down the back, tucking that left hip under. Take another inhale as you open. And then exhale, bring those hands down. Airplane the arms. Reach back towards the heels, crown of the head towards the top of the mat. Peeling the belly up off the thigh. Bring those arms forward, inhale. Pause here, take an exhale. Next inhale, rise back up into Crescent Lunge. Exhale, open the arms up, left hand goes forward, right hand reaches back. Again, tucking that left hip under, gazing back towards the thumb, the middle finger. And then drop that right hand to the left thigh. Inhale, gaze up to the left hand. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand floats around. Left foot steps forward and fold forward. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, palms to heart space. Deep breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, travel through your vinyasa. In. And then out. One breath in. Complete breath out. Left leg goes high, inhale. Exhale, knee in, round towards the nose, and then lightly step forward. Extend through that right heel, drop that hip. Feel that chest up, shoulders back, and then reach up. Inhale, Crescent Lunge, tuck that right hip under. Reach to the fingers, drop the shoulders, in. And then out, breathe out as you lengthen forward, rise high up onto those tiptoes. Reach those fingers back, lengthen through the crown. Inhale, reach hands forward. Exhale, pause here. Inhale, rise up, lift up, open through heart space. Exhale, twist open. Left hand back, right hand forward. Tuck that right hip under. Gaze back towards that left thumb. Breathe. Next exhale, drop that left hand to the thigh. Right hand reaches up. Gaze up, open through heart space. Exhale, right hand travels down, left hand to the floor. Right foot steps forward and fold forward. Bend the knees, inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms of the hands to heart space. Take a moment to breathe. Next, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to floor, Bakasana. Set it up, knees to triceps or to the inner armpits. Press down through the hands, shoulder width apart. Lift the feet. 3, heels to buttocks. 2, 1, step or float it back through your vinyasa. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Ardha Mukha, downward facing dog. One breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee in towards the nose, round and hold for 3, maybe to touch the nose, the third eye, 2, 1, lightly step that foot forward. Inhale, reach those hands up back to Crescent Lunge. Exhale, flow forward, reach those fingers back towards the heels. Inhale, reach the hands forward, long spine. Exhale, pause here. Inhale, reach up, open up. Exhale, open those palms, right hand back, gaze back. Right hand drops to left thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left elbow hooks to the outer edge of that right knee, palms together, press the palms towards the heart space, and then gaze over that right shoulder. Keep extending through that left heel. Engage the glute, and breathe. 1, and out. Bring those hands towards heart space. Step into that right foot as you begin to lift that left leg. Warrior 3. Again, you can airplane those arms in and out. Inhale to reach those arms forward if you like. And then out to stand tall. Left foot drops next to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, sweep the hands up. Weight into the heels, exhale. Inhale again, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Bakasana. Crow pose. Set up your foundation and then begin to lift those feet. Begin to fly for 3, 2, 1. Step or float it back, Vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg goes high, inhale. Exhale, knee in towards the nose and hold for 3, 2, maybe to touch, and 1. Lightly step that foot forward between the hands. Inhale, Crescent Lunge, tuck that right hip under, drop the shoulders. Exhale, travel forward, reach for that heel. Inhale, reach hands forward, spine long, and then exhale, stay here. Inhale, rise up, open through heart space. Exhale, left hand opens, right hand reaches forward, left hand reaches back. Left hand to right thigh. Inhale, gaze up, reach up. And then exhale, right elbow hooks to the outside of the left knee. Palms together towards the heart space. Left shoulder draws back, gaze is back. Lift belly up off top of that thigh. 2 and 1. Inhale, draw forward. And then exhale, you'll airplane those arms. Step that right foot up off the mat. Good. Inhale, if you'd like, bring the arms forward. And then exhale, hands down, right leg down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, back to Utkatasana, lift. Exhale, this time we'll pause. Breathe into the pose. Begin to note the experience you're having. Next breath in, stand tall, reach up, open, and then exhale, folding forward. In, halfway lift, and out, plant the hands, last turn of Bakasana, if you would like. Feet lift, heels lift. Breathe into the heart space. Bring that heart up in between the shoulder blades. 2, 1, step or float it back. Vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw back. 2 more breaths here. And then the right leg will go high. Bring it up. Exhale, draw right knee to right elbow to touch. Inhale, lengthen long. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. In. And out. Next one, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. In. And then out. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hold. And then step that foot forward. Sweep the hands up, crescent lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach those hands up, travel up. Exhale, open up. Gaze back. Hand behind the thigh, left hand reaches up, in. Out, hook that elbow. This time, option to open the palms of the hands. If you would like to take a lift or fly here, that is your option. Reaching, gazing. And then right hand sweeps around, left hand sweeps up, warrior two. Find your alignment with the feet, heel and arc in line with one another. Soften that bent right knee. Good, knee in line with that ankle. Soften the shoulders. Gaze is forward. Navel in. And fluid breath. Next, inhale, flip the palm. Reach up. Open, reverse warrior. Exhale, right hand comes down to the inside or option elbow to knee. Good. You can come down. Left hand reaches up. In. And out. If you'd like a little bit more, take that bind. Last 3 breaths. In. Draw the shoulder back if you have the bind. Out. Sit it a little bit deeper. Then release that bind. Left hand reaches up and over towards the front of the mat. Left hand comes down. Frame the foot. Right foot steps back. Keep it lifted. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhale. Urdhva Mukha. Exhale. Urdhva Mukha. 2 deep breaths. Left leg goes high. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. 2 more like that. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose and hold. Step that foot forward. Good. Drop that right hip. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, airplane those arms. Inhale, reach the arms forward, travel up. Exhale, open those palms of the hands. Left hand travels down back of the thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbow hooks. Arms together. Or option to open up. Gazing up towards that left hand. Extending through right heel. Breathing. And then release that left hand. Right hand reaches up and open, warrior two. So adjust the feet, heel and arc in line with one another. Soften into left knee, soften the shoulders, the gaze and the breath. 2, 1. Flipping that left palm up. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And then exhale, side angle. Elbow to knee or hand to floor. Right arm reaches up. Or if you'd like to take the bind, you can take the bind. 3 more breaths here with the bind. Chest is open. Gaze is up. And then gently you'll begin to release that hand. Right hand travels around towards the ear and to the floor. Frame the foot, left foot steps back. Keep it lifted as you like. And lower. In. Out. You can begin to widen the feet to the edges of the mat. Begin to walk the feet back. The hands back, sorry. Towards the feet. Right hand will sweep under. Take that left ankle. And then gaze underneath that arm. And then you'll release that right hand from left ankle, left hand to right, gazing underneath that arm. Draw the chest close to the thighs. And then you'll begin to release. Both hands walk back towards the heels. The heels turn in, toes point out, dropping into Malasana squat. So for a moment we can begin to play, moving into the big toe mound, into the heel. Good. So the option is here to come into a toe stand with the heels together, so we still have the toes pointing out to a diagonal. Option to drop the elbows here as we continue to draw those knees open, or we're going to come into an inversion, giving you the option to play to come upside down. So if you would like, you can transition through your crow pose. So as we were before, knees up, tuck under towards triceps or edge of that armpit. Then we begin to transition, we'll move into our crow pose. We'll gently tuck the head. You can always come into this with the feet to the floor, crown of the head to the floor, elbows press in, push through the fingertips, and then lift up. Squeeze pelvic floor. Squeeze midlines of the legs together, point through the toes. Breathe. Only when you're ready, you'll begin to bend those knees to come back down. Again, you can either transition back to your crow pose or begin to drop the feet down. If you're transitioning, knees come back to those armpits. Keep that drishti strong. Begin to shift it forward as you push through the hands. And then we'll drop back down into Malasana squat. Good. When you're ready, you can pause here. And we'll take that left arm in line with that left foot, just out. A couple hands in front. Right arm reaches up, gaze up. And then if you'd like, you can bind that hand behind the back. Maybe you can take the fingers of the left hand, gazing back, shoulder back. And then you can begin to release. Right hand reaches back up. Exhale as you drop it down and switch sides. So right hand in line with that right foot, a couple hands in front. Left hand reaches up, gaze up. And then if you'd like, you can take that bind. Reach that hand behind you. Good, on the inside. And gaze back over that left shoulder. And then inhale to release. Exhale to bring it down. Walk those hands back out. We're going to come into a frog pose, or maybe you know it as a bunny hop. So we'll bring the heels, big toes to touch. Bent knees gaze forward between the hands. We're going to take a couple of jumps to make our way to the top of the mat with the feet between the hands. So you can take a couple hops, bringing the hips over top of the shoulders. When you're ready, you'll come to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold in. We'll begin to take those hands, piece fingers to toes. You can take the feet out, hip width apart. Bend the elbows, draw the chest close. Crown of the head towards the floor. Buttocks is lifted high. And then weight slightly shifts into the tops of the feet. For 4 more breaths. Releasing on your inhalation, you can bring those hands to hips, bend the knees, and begin to come up to stand. You can shake out the hands, shake out the legs. So we'll come into a standing pose. Let's come into eagle. So let's just sweep those arms up. And then exhale, bring them down. Right arm over top of left. And then we'll lift that left knee up. Ground down through that right foot. And then hook that left leg over top of right. Maybe you can bind those toes behind the calf muscles. And then you'll begin to align the knees towards the elbows and sink into that invisible chair. Reaching elbows up in line with shoulders. Maybe you can begin to drop elbows in towards the knees, curling up into a little ball. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to rise up, squeezing inner thighs. Release those arms, release that knee up into the chest, and then exhale, sweep those hands forward. Come back to that warrior 3. You have an option here to stay a little longer, to challenge yourself by lifting those arms forward. Tuck that chin, shift that gaze down. I like to have a slight bend in my right knee. Lengthening fingertips, toes, and then exhale, hands down, left leg goes high, standing split. Inhale, lift that chest. Exhale, left foot drops next to the right. Again, hands to hips, and begin to lift yourself up. Good. Arms up. Exhale, left arm on top of right. Right knee up into the chest. Thumb down through big toes of the left. Then you can begin to bind that foot. Maybe tucking the toes around the calf muscle. Some days it's harder than others for me in this one. Reach elbows up in line with shoulders. Sit back into that chair. And then if you would like to from here, you can begin to curl up into that little ball. Elbows towards knees. Shift that gaze. Chin in, gaze down. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, begin to rise up. Release the arms, release that leg. Exhale, aeroplane those arms. Right leg extends back. Reach through those toes. If you'd like a little bit more, reach arms forward. Biceps beside the ears. Grounding through that left foot. Reaching through fingertips, toes. And then exhale, hands to floor. Right leg goes high, standing split. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, right foot drops next to left. Take the feet out again, hip width apart. We'll place the palms of the hands underneath the soles of the feet. So toes to touch the creases of the wrists. Bend the knees. Lift the buttocks up high. And then begin to fold that chest down even closer to the legs. Elbows out. Chin up and in. 3, 2, 1. Next, inhale, release those hands from the feet. We'll take those feet out a little bit wider. Good. Sink the buttocks back towards the heels. Inhale, reach those hands up. So a variation of chair. Yeah. Keep navel drawn in. And reach through those fingers. Sink a little bit deeper, and then you can aeroplane those arms. Draw shoulders back away from ears. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Now rise high up onto the toes. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale to the inside this time. Bring those hands towards the floor. You can begin to come down. Keep those feet as narrow or straight, parallel to the sides of the mat as you can. Coming into a variation of Malasana. So just feeling the belly rise against the top of the thighs as you breathe in. And out. You can begin to reach those arms forward. And you can begin to slowly lower down, so round through the upper back, buttocks towards the floor. And then knees up in towards the chest. Good, squeeze the knees together. Reach through the fingers, lift the shins. Good. 5, 4, maybe you begin to extend them a little. 3, 2, and 1. Across the legs, push down through those hands, travel back, Vinyasa. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take that right leg high. Inhale, reach to those toes. Exhale, draw right knee to right elbow. Hold. And then plant that foot to that right hand. Good, we'll turn that right foot in. We'll drop that left heel down. It's a variation of Vinyasa or Skandasana. Good. And then we'll begin to shift to the back of the mat. Right hand will come down. Left hand reaches up, and this left foot shifts back into Vashisthasana, side plank. Inhale, press through that right hand. Left hand reaches up. If you'd like to take a variation from here, you can. Maybe lift that left leg into star, maybe into tree, or to take those toes. One more here, reach that hand towards me. And then exhale, left hand drops down, left foot extends back. Flow through your Vinyasa. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Ardha Mukha. Good. Bring the toes to touch, ankles to touch, shorten the stance, bend to the knees. And we'll take those 3 or 4 hops back to the top of the mat, which is now the back of the mat. So bending, gaze forward. Working on aligning hips to shoulders. And then stepping forward. Take those feet out wide once again. A little wider than hip width apart. Drop the buttocks back towards the heels. Reach those arms forward. In. Aeroplane the arms back out. In. And out. Again, let's rise up onto those toes. In. Out. Stay high. In. And then to the inside. Drop the heels down. Sit low. Back into that Malasana squat. So working with ankle mobility here. Feel the belly rise and press against the thighs. And then you can begin to reach those hands forward. Lowering as you round into a ball. Lowering towards the earth. Come back to your Navasana. Good. Reach for the edges of the mat. Lift the heels, the shins. And drop the shoulders. Neutral breath. Maybe extend those legs. And then left calf crosses over right shin. Plant those hands forward, step or float back. Vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg goes high. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Lightly plant that foot outside of the hand. Good. We're going to travel back into Skandasana. So left foot towards the corner of the mat. So now we're going to move back to the top of your mat. Moving back. Left hand aligns with that right foot. Right hand reaches up. And then exhale, we'll step that right foot back to stack on top of the left. Inhale, reach through that side body. Reach through the finger. Take that variation with the leg if you like. Next, inhale, you'll reach forward. towards the top of the mat. Exhale, plant that hand. Right leg shifts back, plank pose. And then lower through your vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take that gaze forward. One little bunny hop to come to a seat, top of the mat. So you can adjust the hands back towards the feet a little if you need. Stepping or floating to sit. Let's do a right foot over top of left. If you would like, if you have enough flexibility with the left hamstring, you can hook that left heel around towards the butt cheek, keeping both sit bones down on the floor. Right hand reaches back, left hand reaches up. Breathe in and then out, either hugging the knee here or hook that left elbow to the outside of that knee, gazing back over that right shoulder, and lift through the sternum. Breathe in to find more length, and out to soften into that depth. And then you'll begin to turn back, releasing. Hands back behind you. Drop the feet hip width parallel. Fingers towards the buttocks. Begin to press through the heels. Lift those hips up in line with the knees. Then externally rotate through the shoulders, lifting the heart up, opening the throat. You should feel this in the arms. And then slowly come down. Good. You'll extend right leg. Left foot over top of right. Right heel either stays here, right leg stays there, or you can bend that knee. Heel towards the buttocks. Left foot firmly plants down. Left hand reaches back. Inhale, reach right hand up. And exhale, either embrace that knee or hook that tricep to the outside. Gazing back over that left shoulder, then lift through the sternum. Breathing in to find that length, and out. And then slowly you can begin to return, releasing. Bring both feet down again. Option to come back into that reverse table, or we can come into this reverse plank. So again, big toes, heels to meet. Firmly pressing down through those fingertips. Pushing through those heels, lifting hips up. Rolling shoulders out, and then opening through the throat. Deep breath in. Exhaling, slowly lowering down. Scoot the buttocks forward towards the heels. Reach those hands towards the top of the mat. Lift through the sternum, finding long spine. And then begin to slowly come back. Once you meet yourself at that edge, you can begin to round the shoulders. Draw the navel in. Maybe you extend the heels a little further away from the body. Without lifting the heels, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae. I find if I close my eyes, I can come down with more control. Or extending those heels. Good. Extend the legs, arms long. Take a big inhale through the nose. Cleansing, clearing breath out through the mouth. Bring the arms down beside you. Soles of the feet in. Knees into the chest. So giving you an option, if you feel okay in the back of the body, you can come into a bridge or Urdhva Mukha, full wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Or if you would like to take shoulder stand, feel free to move into that as well. For me today, my body's calling for shoulder stand, so I'm going to move into that. So the palms of the hands down beside the body, the knees up in towards the nose. Then roll those shoulders under. Can keep the fingertips grounded to the earth and just stay in Halasana for a moment as you allow the neck, the breath to adjust. And then when you're ready, if you're moving through shoulder stand, you can bring the palms of the hands towards the shoulder blades and begin to lift those legs up. Again, squeezing pelvic floor, midlines of the legs together. If you would like, you can make a little movement with the legs, maybe soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. Maybe a little twist. And then when you're ready, you'll draw the knees down towards the nose. Open the knees out, droop beside the ears. You release the hands back to the floor. Slowly you can begin to roll down. Again, vertebrae by vertebrae. If you'd like more of a challenge, extend the legs long or keep the knees bent in. Extending those legs long very gently. Notice any tingling or tension in the lower back. And then we'll move straight into our counter pose, fish pose. So both hands come underneath the buttocks. Reach the fingers as close as you can towards the heels. Elbows are tucked in. And then on an inhale, you'll push through the elbows, lift the body up, gaze towards those toes. You breathe in, lift through the ribs, the chest, and then allow the head to sit back. Crown of the head towards the floor as you lower back. And take a couple inhalations through the nose. Cleansing breaths out through the mouth. In and out. In and out. Untucking the head. Begin to lower down, release the hands. And draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. You can rock side to side to massage the spine. And then we will finish today's practice in a twist. So you can extend that left leg long. You can draw that right knee across to the left side body, side of the mat, and then open up that right arm. Gaze over to the fingertips. I love to pull this right knee down a little bit more and just rock it side to side, giving my spine a moment to adjust, maybe feeling or hearing that adjustment. And then you'll gently begin to draw back through center. Both knees come back into the chest. Give yourself another big squeeze. Rock a little side to side. And then you'll extend that right leg. Left knee comes across to the right side. Left arm extends out. Gaze towards the hand. And again, you can play with just dropping that knee down a little bit more. Just a little shift of the hips. And then slowly beginning to return through center. And you can extend the legs long to the corners of the mat. Open up the palms of the hands. Close the eyes, allow the gaze to come inward. Just take a moment to focus, to become aware of that vibration, that very subtle vibration at the heart space, the beat of the heart. This is a practice for us to continue to return home to the very subtle yet profound inner aliveness. I invite you to relax. Thanking you all for your support, for joining me here on this journey. Namaste.